morning again, Tuesday, and here I am with my updates. We're going to, as always, kick off with Bitcoin, and again, I'm going to remind you about my favorite broken from Australia. They're fully regulated and they let you trade straight off your TradingView account. Let's dig in, guys, and let's see as well what other amazing coins we're going to look at today apart from Bitcoin. Let's go. So real quick, Bitcoin is still in that ascending channel, and it has hit this yellow box that I drew here for you, I think last week. 1, 2, and 3. This is our third hit, and as you can see, we are literally just tipping below that level and rejecting. Back to this is a 10-hour frame just to show a better perspective, and I want you to bear in mind that it is short-term action I'm looking at the minute. I'm going to zoom out for a second and see what Bitcoin is doing in the long term. Not much has changed since the last stream. Yeah, as you can see, you know, we've been raging in this channel. We have been hitting different supports, flipping them, different resistances, flipping them to support. And over here right now, if you can see at this point where it's showing us M0 at around 22,400, it has basically been our resistance here, and we've flip that to support, bounce off. Now this is a 10-hour chart. I like that as well for short-term trading. When you use the 50 EMA, it is an interesting confluence to see how it is kind of dancing around it. When we zoom in on smaller time frames, it's kind of similar, but the 10-hour one, it is one of my favorite time frames to check when it comes to short-term price action, because not only that, on the 10-hour time frame, we had that liquidity pool drawn out here. I usually draw them for 1 hour, and then you can, you know, when you zoom out, just check out how it is corresponding with other time frames. So you can see here the 200 EMA on the 10-hour, and it also has acted as that resistance point. So we had that liquidity here that was hit once, and then at the second time, actually third time here, it slightly went above it, but it has acted as that resistance, staying within the channel, and now we've hit it the third time. Now, next thing we want to check is what is Bitcoin going to do when we come down to yesterday's low, which is in around that 50 EMA on the 10-hour time frame. Are we going to slash through it? Are we going to use that as support? Again, guys, you know, sometimes it does happen that it just literally just flicks off it and bounces off, but usually it has like a little deviation below, and then that's what you want to keep an eye on. How low, you know, below those wicks this is going to go, and is it going to act as support, and we're going to bounce and go up to higher. My theory was that once we kind of tipped around this area, we are going to eventually take it higher, and I'm still kind of sticking to it. I'm still sticking to the option of us just moving a little bit down and continue up for a while, and maybe even possibly going all the way up to this resistance level. What's going to happen when we hit 28,600, 28,500 is as good a guess as any. To be honest, you know me, I don't like doing huge predictions to go into too much into the future. So let's stick to the shorter time frames, shorter I suppose let's call it predictions, and see how it behaves. I also have added a fib here from this high to the low of this range, and as you can see, this is where our golden pocket was, and then this is our mid range. We could we could move this now to here. That would be our recent high. And it doesn't really change much, but like I said, keep an eye on that deviation. Now, if we obviously come down to the golden pocket, usually Bitcoin doesn't very much like that as a confluence. It happens that it bounces off it, but not very often. We see actually will go down lower. This would be an interesting information here. Like I said, that rejection here, come down here and possibly roll lower. And then again, keep an eye on the bottom of the channel and that support range that we had here, what Bitcoin is going to do. Just real quick, I'm going to zoom out and check a longer time frame just to show what we're looking at on a daily chart. Again, like I said, not much has really on a higher time frame, and it's not really my main concern at the minute. I want to keep an eye on this range for the time being and see what's happening around the market, because a lot of alts actually are dancing. And since last week, like I said, a lot of them were at a very, very important levels, historically strong supports, pivotal points, and a lot of alts have done great moves since then. We can check them out shortly. So right now, like you can see, this is obviously a bearish pattern. Eventually it could come down and break and come out of it and roll lower, just like we had something similar here and then similar here. As you can see, it goes up to high. Now the question will be obviously how low are we going to correct, and how low we're going to drop out of the channel, and whether we're going to continue on above the 20,000 mark, or are we going to roll a little bit lower.